Welcome to My Contri. This book was published originally in 1988 with this cover. The book received some critical acclaim, including a very positive review in the New York Times Book Review, but then, shortly afterward, the small press that had published it went out of business, and the book became hard to find. Finally, 25 years after the original publication, I made an e-book version of it with a new cover. And added to that in the e-book an introduction, and I also included 2 additional stories. The book opens with the voice of a tour guide, playing on the notion that many Americans have that all of Latin America is one big country. This tour guide then introduces you to his country and to the capital of this fictitious place in the fictitious city, and then leaves you to read the other 10 stories as though that were your tour. At the end of those 10 stories, the tour guide, Joe, returns to say goodbye and get everybody off to return home. The e-book version then continues with 2 additional stories. Now I'm going to read the introduction. We'll read Joe's tour of this city, the capital of this supposed country, which he calls Santo Abismo. Welcome to my country. Good morning, all you wonderful people. On behalf of Exotic Tours Incorporated, welcome to my beautiful country. My name is Jose Dolores Eustaquio Santa Cruz Contreras Echeverria. But you can call me Joe. I'm going to be your guide this morning for what we call our orientation tour, before you go off to see all the wonderful things we got lined up for you and your fabulous south of the border off-season holiday. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this morning we're going to take a tour of this beautiful port city, our capital, Santo Abismo. And first, we are going to drive along this beautiful new coastal highway built in 1957 by the president of our country, Mr. Don Alcibiades de la Coruña. We call it after his name, the Carretera de la Coruña. On the right, ladies and gentlemen, you see La Playa de la Tortuga. You call it Turtle Beach. It was here that Gumersindo Cabezas landed in 1542 and discovered our country. Later I show you where Gumersindo Cabezas got eaten by the Wacuna Indians. It is a McDonald's restaurant there now. Turtle Beach is also the place where your Marines come to Santo Abismo in 1913, 1927, and 1956 to restore democracy to our beautiful country. When they come in 1966, they surprise us. They land on another beach where they set up U.S. naval base that they still got here. So now we don't have no more trouble with changes of government like we did before. We are very grateful to Marines from your country, because if we don't have Marines, I think we just go on killing each other all the time, even more than now. Only poor people use Turtle Beach for swimming now. It used to be a fancy swimming place, but there's a better place now, with not so much garbage and broken ships up by the big hotels. On your left, dear people, you see the old historic zone of Santo Abismo, with all the people out on the streets and all the bright colors. We don't take the bus up those streets because they're too skinny. Like me, haha. You know how I get this right? I eat lots of beans, good red beans with chili sauce. You should try. You get to look like Joe, not so skinny. But don't worry, you're going to be here quite a while, no? And your fabulous south of the border off-season holiday, you're going to get a chance to go up to the old historic zone. That's part of the package, right? You're going to see lots of history of my country on this trip. And modern times too, you're going to see. So just relax and enjoy. Now, dear people, you see we stood close to the historic zone, and way up there on your left, you see the cathedral, San Jerónimo Abismal, patron saint of Santo Abismo. Jerónimo is like Geronimo, what your troopers in the movies shout when they jump out of airplanes, no? In this country, we got people jump out of airplanes too when they do something the government don't like. Well, they don't shout Geronimo, they shout Socorro. That means almost the same thing, you know? We got very strict government now. That's why we're so grateful to American Marines. Some people think the design on the cathedral towers are churriguerescos. That means like with real fancy carvings like they used to make in the old days. But really, that's just bullet holes. 50 caliber, I think. Sometimes people get real excited about religion in my country. We used to go up to the cathedral so all the tourists could see our beautiful La Virgen del Abismo. But now all the police security checks, they slow us down so much, we don't have hardly any time left for shopping. And you ladies wouldn't like that, would you? But I think everything will be better soon. It's going to be more quiet around here ever since the soldiers caught those terrorist nuns. Very dangerous, those hermanas. But they're going to be quiet now, I think. We got somebody going to give you a briefing on terrorism in my country. That's coming up next on your schedule, I think. You're going to like that. Very exciting. You know, when the president of your country come here, he say to all the reporters, you know, you'd be surprised. They all different countries down there. But here, on your south of the border off-season holiday, you don't got to worry about that. They all just one big, beautiful country. That's why we call this our fabulous tour. Now, dear people, we come into a very special section of Santo Obispo. The Reparto Logrero. The houses are high up this hill. You dear people on the right side of the bus, don't worry please, you see them when we come back. I'm so sorry, we cannot go up there. They have a special rule, no tourists. If you buy an apartment up there in Reparto Logrero, they give you a special pink Jeep. You can call on the telephone and people bring you your dinner, champagne, anything you want. In one of those pink Jeeps. Everybody have his own swimming pool, bar, color television, and guard with machine gun. You never have to go out. Very safe. That's good for honeymoon, no? Now, pretty soon we come into a beautiful hotel here. We got Hilton, Holiday Inn, Marriott, all kind of hotel. Maybe a little fancier than the place where you stay in, but we got lots worse than that. Believe me. We're going to stop in a few minutes and take a look at the most beautiful hotel of all, the Samuro Real. While we're driving, I can tell you the story about the Samuro Real. The Samuro is a big bird, you see. You call it buzzard. You know that bird? No, he's not like a canary, more big. Well, the Indians who used to live here, they worship that bird. And these Wakuna Indians, they believe there's one big King Samuro. And that is what we call the Samuro Real. This King Samuro, he watch over the people and protect them. But in return, they got to take care of all the Samuros that the big King Samuro send to keep an eye on everything. So, every month, they got to kill some people and throw them to the Samuros. Sometimes they eat some first, like they did with Gumecindo Cabezas. That was a long time ago. We don't have no Indians like that no more. But we still got Samuros. Okay, everybody, you can get out and take a picture. We at the Samuro Real now. You can get film for your Instamatics right in a hotel. You just go past where they got that big statue of the Samuro looking over the fountain. And they got a store in there, okay? But you gotta hurry. We got lots of things to see. Okay, everybody get back all right? You're not here, you raise your hand. You Polish, raise your foot. That's a joke. You don't gotta raise your hand. I said you don't gotta raise your hand or your foot either. Okay, you funny guy. That's all right. We all here to have a good time, right? Now, we're going back to the main part of town. But we go by a high road now, so I show you something different. We get into a place I'm going to show you. Something that makes Santo Obispo really special. Here we are. This is the Zona de Oro. This is where the famous rich people live. There you see, high on that cliff with the pointed turrets, that's the Dalai Lama's house. He don't come here too much, but he liked to keep a house here, just to keep in a swing of things. And over there, just next to it, with the ivory towers, that's real ivory from African elephants. You want to know how many elephants you gotta kill to make just one tower? Lots. That's where Elizabeth Taylor comes sometimes in winter. Sometime she'd bring one of her husbands. And down there, you can see part of the roof of a big house on the water's edge. Looks like a fort. That's where Charlton Heston comes, see? That's his submarine docked at the pier, so I guess he's here. Lots of famous people come here. Frank Sinatra, he got a house here too, but it's underground, so you can't see it. And Michael Deaver, he got a place right next to that place with all the antennas that belong to Adolfo Calero. And there's a big cement house you can't see because of the wall. It used to belong to Enver Hoxha, but he died, so I think it's for sale. Ollie North was going to buy it, but something happened, I don't know. And Mother Teresa lived over there in that small place, kind of low to the ground. And Sylvester Stallone got that big place next door with the high roof. That's where his gym. Everybody likes Santo Obispo. It's one big playground. So, that's the famous Zona de Oro. That means the zone of gold. And that's what it is. Beautiful and rich like gold. Now, we're just going to get to the top of this hill where you get a beautiful view of Santo Obispo and the bay. Then we start going down the other side, and afterward you're going to see the Kilometer of Splendor, where we have all the best stores of Santo Obispo. But wait, don't get upset there, people. Sorry, we have to stop so sudden. We got to wait till they get the jeeps out of the road. Yes, sure, they're soldiers. How I know? They got guns. That's true. Most of the time you see soldiers, they're in uniform, but maybe today their day off. They're very hard workers, our soldiers. Even on their day off, sometimes they got to come take care of people, cause trouble. You see, they tie their thumbs behind them very good way so they don't make trouble. Our army keep you safe from crime in Santo Obispo. No problem. Oh, look, dear people, up in the sky. Remember what I was telling you? Those are the Samuros circling over the canyon. You want to take a picture? No, we better not get out of the bus. We got a real tight schedule, and anyway, it looks like the guides want us to go. It looks like they want us to go real quick. Grace, pisa la chancleta, mi llave, vámonos. Okay. Boy, that was exciting, no? What'd I say? You mean to Luis, the driver? No, I just tell him we gotta hurry, that's all. You stick around Santo Obispo, and in a few days, you're gonna learn lots of Spanish words. Like vámonos, socorro, cese el fuego, me rindo, all kind of words. We got a vocabulary in the back of your brochure. Anyway, now you got something to tell people at home. You saw the famous Samuros of Santo Obispo. You know, people come from all over to see those Samuros. They're real famous, but we just lucky today. We see them on the first day. Well, we're just about out of time for orientation, and you got lots more things to see. So now, we're going to take you to the place you've all been waiting for, the best place in all of Santo Obispo to buy anything you want. Beautiful silver, gold, leather, rattles made out of real armadillos, sunglasses, cigars. You can even get a stuffed Samuro wearing a straw sombrero, like our campesinos wear. Remember, this is a government place. You don't have to bargain. Everything is guaranteed. And when you buy something, please remember to tell them you come on bus number 4 and that your guide is Joe. They treat you real good that way. You show them your ticket, they're going to give you a free drink inside. Okay? Now, when you get off the bus, don't forget Luis. He's your driver. He's got many kids, 7 kids. And he's been a very good driver, no? Lempiras, soles, escudos, bolívares, córdobas, pesos, anything you got. He don't care. Even dollars. They all good in my country. And don't forget old Joe. So, thank you very much, dear people. Thank you. And I know you're going to enjoy the rest of your stay in Santo Obispo. I see you later, before you go home, okay? Back at your hotel for what we call our debriefing, and to take you to the airport. So I don't say goodbye, I say Bienvenidos a mi hermoso país. And hasta luego, till I see you again. And then follows 10 very different stories from many different countries in Latin America, until finally Joe returns. And the final, very brief story called Till I See You Again. Good morning again, all you beautiful people. You remember your friend Joe? Sure you do. Well, today we come to the end of your fabulous south of the border off-season holiday. And I hope you all have had a wonderful time in my country. I'm going to take care of all your luggage. We got your exit visas and your plane tickets. And Clorindo here, he's going to drive you to the airport. You're flying on Southern Air, very famous company. No, sorry, Luis not going to drive you this time. Luis had a little accident. They find him with a transport workers union card in his pocket. Too bad, he seemed like a nice guy. But exotic tours and the government of my country got a duty to protect you from people who could be subversive, right? But you don't worry. Clorindo's a good driver and no union. Now, is everybody here? Let me see. We got, well, 15 out of the 25 we start with. That's pretty good. Sometimes we lose lots more. They drop out, or sometimes they have an accident like Luis, or they take one of our optional exotic tours side trips. Everybody has his own way of having fun. Sometimes people drop out of the tour and later we get postcards from Ilopango, Huihuili, Ayacucho, all kind of places where they go on hunting trips. But that's all right. You do your own thing when you come with exotic tours. That's our motto. Oh, sorry. We got regulations. You can't take that back with you. It's a safety regulation. No grenade launchers on the planes. I know it's a souvenir, but I'm sorry you got to leave it here. Just put it on that pile. Somebody here can use it, I'm sure. So now, everybody all set? Now you can go back and tell everybody everything you see in my beautiful country, and we hope to welcome you back soon to Santo Abismo. And here to see you off, we have our folkloric orchestra, Los Verdugos. They give you the traditional Despedida Abismal. Let's go, muchachos, and I say, hasta luego, amigos, till I see you again. Hasta luego.